Hey guys, welcome back. Chili Sports Cards. Today I would like to say thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please, give me a sub, leave a like. Let me know what your favorite card of this mail day is. I got some stuff in the mail, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I was in Mexico for over 2 weeks, and I bought a few things, and I just want to show you guys what I bought and maybe talk to you guys about some other things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this opening because I was gone for like 2 weeks and I ordered quite a bit of things, so it's a pretty exciting mail day for me. So some things you might be like, why do you get that? And then other things you might need a little bit more explaining, but without further ado, here's the first card. Topps Stadium Club 2020. It's the Refractor King Griffey Jr. It's not numbered. I really like the photo on this card. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of the top loader. Potentially it might be a card that I send in to get graded. Not sure. Let's see if I can fix the light a little bit. Okay, here we go. That's a little bit better, I think. I'm trying to get rid of that dot. So, let's see if I can get a little bit better light in here. I really like the photo on this card. His cleats. I really like these cleats. Just a classic nice shot of him. Nice pose. So, it was just a card that I wanted to have for the collection. If I do decide to send this in to get graded, I will use SGC because this is a collection card, a PC card. It's not a flip card. I'm going to do a whole video about that later on in grading because I'm going to do another send out of cards to get graded here pretty soon, and it's going to be different. It's going to be a totally different ballgame. It's going to be different than what I'm used to doing, so I'll talk about that later. I don't know if I want to open this one yet and show you guys. Screw it. Let's see if you guys can figure out what it is. You guys probably know what it is without seeing the whole entire card. I know I do. So this is a 1995 Leaf Statistical Standout Ken Griffey Jr. It's one of the earlier serial number cards. I'll show you that just here in a second. I'm trying to get all the blue tape off. There's a free top loader there, I guess. Top loaders are nice these days. This will be getting graded for sure. I don't really care how it grades. This is a PC card all day. I had one of these and I think it was raw. It was not graded either. I sold it when I first got into buying cards and selling cards. It was kind of just like a rush for me to sell a card, and I was pretty sure that I could sell it, so I did, and I regretted it immediately. You can see the condition of the card up the corner right here is not perfect. I'm sure if I took it out of the plastics, I'd find more imperfections, but if it gets an 8, an 8.5, a 9, whatever, it's all good. It's just a PC card for me. It won't be a card that I'm going to sell. One of my most favorite inserts right here. This is definitely like a top 10 insert for me. I just love the card. I love the swing, the follow through. The early Griffey. You can tell he's a little bit older in this one. Who do you guys PC? For me, it's King Griffey Jr. It always has been. It always will be. I don't really care too much about any. I really don't care that much about other players. I just really don't. There are a few, but not like him. There'll never be another King Griffey Jr. for me. So that's why I buy King Griffey Jr. stuff. Okay. On to the next card here. He put it between two cardboard pieces, but he did use some scotch tape, which I guess is okay. Quick note on those two cards up here, guys. Just FYI for me to you what I ended up like kind of spending on them. This was $20 and this was like 80. So anyway, this is a card that I did not have. It's it's a late 90s, 99. I thought it was maybe a 2000, but it's not. SPX King Griffey Jr. I just really like the double photo. He's got his backwards hat. Looks like he's maybe in the home run derby right here, or taking batting practice, one of the two. Um, it's a nice photo of him. He looks like he's just pimping it right there, just striking a pose like a model or something. Yeah, I didn't spend a lot of money on this card. I thought it was just a pretty cool card. It has his best years for the statistics, except for 1995. You look at these statistics: 303, 304, 49, 56 home runs, 140, 147 RBIs. In 98, he did not hit 300, but he hit 50 and 20 stolen bases. There's only like 4 people who have ever done that. Him, Willie Mays, who are the other 2 guys? A-Rod and Brady Anderson. There's like 4 guys that have hit 50 home runs and stole 20 bases in a season. It's only those 4 guys. It's pretty impressive. So, a little trivia for you guys. On to the next card. I actually ended up getting 2 of these. And I'll explain the reason why I got 2 of them. They're not an expensive card. I didn't spend a lot of money on them. They're like maybe $3 or $4 at the most. 96 Flair King Griffey Jr. It's got this part of the card right here. I just love that part of the card. He's got his shades on, his teal hat, his long sleeves. I like the card a lot, and I didn't have one. I think I have every other Flair Griffey that is out there except for this one. I'm gonna take a look at them. I believe this one came from ComC. I think it was a total of like $10 maybe. So yeah, when I get the other one, I'm gonna compare them, and I might send one out to get graded. But I like to put nowadays. I like to buy 2 of most things. If it's something like this, like a common card, because I have a binder from my childhood that has all my King Griffey Jr. cards, and so I'd like to put one in my binder, and then I'd like to get one graded. So just depending on which one's nicer, I'll put the worst one in the binder to go with my childhood collection, and then the other ones I'll I'll send it out to get graded. So spoiler alert, when it comes to Griffey in my PC, it will always be SGC. I will never sway away from that. But if I'm investing and I'm flipping and I'm doing that, I will not be doing any grading with SGC anymore. I don't. How can I say this? One of the things that I really don't like about this hobby is the selling aspect of it. And I don't like getting lowballed on eBay all the time because SGC apparently people aren't willing to spend the same kind of money as PSA. And I'm just tired of it, I guess you could say. I don't like it. I feel like with PSA, you got guys that are fighting over your card. And I feel like with SGC, you get guys that are fighting to give you as little as possible. I'm just tired of it. I don't like that part of the hobby. So for flip cards, they're going to be going to PSA from now on. I don't necessarily like PSA, but at the end of the day, let's face it, PSA, they get the most, money for their cards. And the card's going to dictate too which one I use. If it's a lower end card, I'll probably still use SGC because I like SGC. But for a higher end card or a midder, a good example of a card that I'll probably send to PSA is right here. I just opened it up and it was totally random and I was thinking about it. It was perfect timing. I got into a few of these breaks. Prism football, I can't find this stuff retail at the Walmart or Target on my own. So After a couple unsuccessful breaks, you know, stuff like this, trying to get the Herbert, that way, I just decided to spend the money and buy the Herbert. It was like $160 to get this card. The centering looked really, really good on it. It's going to be a card that if I feel like looks really good and is PSA 10 worthy, then I'll send it to PSA. These bottom corners are a little questionable. I don't know that it would PSA 10. As far as centering, it'll PSA 10 for centering for sure. The surface on it, let's take a look at it together. Yeah, the surface looks really good. I don't see any issues with the surface at all. It actually looks really clean. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. There's like a little touch of white on the corners. You guys see that? But it's very, very minimal. So, I think it'll go to PSA. We'll see. I still haven't signed up for the membership yet and done all that stuff. So, but Justin Herbert for me, he is a PC, but at the same time, he's an investment too. It just depends on the card for me. Like Prism like this, I don't really care for that card that much, man. I really don't. I mean, it's cool, but compared to something like this, you know, this is more like my taste. I mean, the cards are night and day. This one, to me, is just so much cooler to look at. It's just a better quality card. You know, I have other Herberts that are at SGC right now that are PC. But this Prism, I mean, just look at the Lamar Jackson Prism from a couple years ago. What a SGC 10 or a PSA 10 was going for. Those things are bananas. If Justin Herbert has another, you know, amazing sophomore year, look out. His cards are going to be, you know, pretty up there. So, that's just me thinking ahead a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out. I don't think any of these, but I'm gonna bring these back out because I like them. There is some Tom Brady in the order. These are from the other mail day that I had before I went to Mexico. I really like these cards a lot. These would be going to PSA. They will not be going to SGC. But in order for me to get the best value for this card, in my opinion, if I decide to sell it, I wanted to pair him up with his buddy. So these came in the mail. The Rob Gronikowski. You know, it's one of his go-to guys for a long time. He came over to the Buccaneers from the Patriots after retirement, just to play with Brady and maybe, you know, get a Super Bowl ring. And who knows, they might not be done, man. They might try to go for the next 2 or 3 years and try to get another one. So those cards will also be going to PSA. And I bought another one just for me, for a PC, because I like Gronk. And Gronk's not very expensive, especially if you're talking about something like this that's not rookie card. I really like Gronk, man. I think he's really cool. He's like a party animal. He's just totally funny. And so I got some. These are pretty cheap. I mean, I paid like $4 for these cards. So these are just PC cards. You know. So that's just the Mosaic. I really feel like Mosaic has a good chance to maybe possibly go up in value a good amount because it's the first year. And I really like Mosaic a lot more than I like Prism. So, yeah, I decided to get what I like. And for PC, it's what I like. So, I got some some Mosaic Gronks for my PC. I was a lot more into football this year than I ever have been, so it was a lot of fun to do that fantasy league with Baubles, which I did win, by the way. So, there's a trophy for that. The champion. Pretty cool. Shout out to Baubles and Ball Cards. If you're not subscribed to Baubles and Ball Cards or Natsman72 or Cards, Guns, and Collectibles, we are the SGC Mafia, so, you know, give those guys a sub. They're cool guys. Next card. Looks like he threw in some filler cards, but that's the card right there, Nolan Arenado. The guy, I have a lot of Nolan Arenado, but this card right here graded in a 10. A PSA 10 of this card is about $600. Yeah, and I bought it for like $50. So, we'll go ahead and go over these little filler cards. Roberto Alomar, Ichiro, Ben Sheets, Barry Zito, Conforto, Walker Buehler. This is my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball. This is a 2020 Topps Walker Buehler card. Sweet. And since I've gotten some extra top loaders in this video, I'm going to go ahead and just throw it in a top loader. Man, this guy's going to get a fantastic review from me. I wonder if this Arenado is messed up. Okay, let's take a look at the Arenado, shall we? Alright, if this is a PSA 10, this might be about a $600 card. So we'll just take a nice little look at it together and see what we think. Surface looks really good. Edges look pretty decent to me. Centering looks good. There's like a kind of like a thing right here. I think that'll wipe off. Centering on the back looks decent enough. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks decent enough. I think this has a legitimate shot at a PSA 10, guys. This could be potentially a $600 card. So, you know, this card's going to PSA. If it's SGC, I've actually had an SGC 10 version of this card, and I sold it. I bought the card for like maybe $30, and then I got it graded, and it graded a 10, and then I sold it for like $240. So I made some good amount of money on that one. And, you know, let's go ahead and put that one right there. You know, let's go over the center on the front. It's off left to right, but I don't think it's that bad where it'll mess it up enough to get a 10. It will not surprise me if it gets a 9, for sure, but it could. And he threw me in a pack of opening day 2020, so let's go ahead and open this pack up, I guess. I did open up a good amount of this product. Looking for a Lou Bob short print. And I ended up just buying 2. So, here we go. Jock Peterson, there's a Kyle Lewis rookie card. Zach Greinke, there's a Juan Soto. Mike Trout. What kind of pack was this? That was an amazing pack, man. Kyle Lewis rookie card. Juan Soto. Mike Trout. Wow, that was a really nice pack, man. I'm about to leave that guy a great review. So, yeah, what a great pack that was. It was exciting. So, yeah, I ended up buying 2 of the Lou Bob short prints. I just paid for them. I got them graded, and they graded at 8.5s. And I have them for sale. If you guys are interested, they're on my eBay store. I think it's MICHILL something 6844 or something like that. But I think I'm the only one that has any for sale that are graded SGC 8.5s. So, yeah. Try to put some cards on the screen for you guys here. Some eye candy to look at. Okay, there we go. Alright, on to the next card. Let's do this one right here. I got so many cards in the mail. It's just fun. Well, here's that other Griffey Flair right here. So there's the other Griffey Flair. I got 2 of those. One for PC and one to maybe possibly grade. I said that earlier in this video, just a short while ago, Walker Buehler is my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball today. And I got this Topps Chrome Blue Refractor. This is Topps Chrome Update. Out of all the refractors, the blue is definitely my favorite. You had purple, green, orange, red. But for me, the blue just looked so pretty. I had a Pete Alonso, the 2019 Topps Chrome Update. And this blue, man, it was my favorite refractor. And if you open up any of that product, you know that the refractors, like this, they're actually harder to pull than the autographs. And I didn't have a Walker Buehler Cup Chrome refractor like this, so I thought, you know what, man, I'll spend $7 on one and just get it graded. This will be an SGC grade all day. PC card, not something I'm trying to flip. I think that Walker Buehler is probably, in my opinion, the ace of the Dodgers pitching staff, even though they just paid Trevor Bauer a huge amount of money, and they got Clayton Kershaw. But if there's a big game and the game's on the line and he's fresh, that's who I would want in there, Walker Buehler. So let's see. I'll just put it like that. All right, next card. Let's do some football. Some of these football breaks that I got into with Underdog Collectibles. If you've never heard of Underdog Collectibles, I strongly recommend you guys give them a try. They're really good guys. They're good at what they do, and they're just cool, man. They're cool dudes, and they do a great job. They're real fair. The prices are good, and they ship stuff out really fast. They're really organized, and they just do a really good job. So, okay, here's Richard Sherman, Eric Armstead, Kyle something, Jim McMahon. I don't know all the football guys as well as I know the baseball guys. Khalil Mack. I wish that the Raiders would have kept him. Eddie Jackson, Akeem Hicks, and Anthony Miller. Okay, so there's some football. And in this break, my best cards that I got were Roquan Smith on the Bears, red, white, and blue. Roquan Smith for the Bears, a green refractor. And a Kyle, I don't even know if this guy's an offensive player or defensive player. He's on the Niners. Fullback, so he's an offensive player. So, that wasn't one of my best breaks. But oh well, it's okay, I guess. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. Oops. This one's a little bit bigger. I don't remember everything that was in here. So we got a T. Higgins rookie card, green refractor. Looks off-centered, unfortunately. Jonathan Taylor Prism rookie card. It's not a bad one. Carlos Dunlap silver. Bengals defensive player. Not exactly a great one. Alright, let's go over the basic cards here. Tyrann Mathieu. He's the one that got into it with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Maybe I'll throw that one in there with one of these Tom Brady cards that I sell. Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys. Javon Curse, Chris Carson, Seattle Seahawks. Chris Godwin, that's a good one. Godwin's really cool. Preston Smith. Ben Roethlisberger. Saquon Barkley, Giants. There's a Lamar Jackson Prism. It's either second or third year. I'm not too sure. I think it's a third year. DK Metcalf Hype. That's a pretty cool card. And let's see what the hits were in that one. We got a red, white, and blue. Lamary Tunsil, Richard Sherman, red, white, and blue, and a DJ Chark Jr. wide receiver for the Jaguars. Okay. Put the Justin Herberts on top of those. Keep it organized a little bit with some football. And let's do the last football break. Didn't I have another one? Yep, right here. Let's see what was in this one. There might be more than just Prism in this one. I want to say that I bought into some Optic. And I hit a pretty decent card in the Optic, I think. I'm not sure where that one is. I felt like it should have been in this mail day somewhere. I'll have to look into it and see where it's at. N'Keal Harry, J.J. Watt, Jalen Smith, Drew Lock, Zach Ertz, Dante Culpepper, that's a good one. George Kittle, that's a good one. Ian Thomas, D.D. Westbrook, Sam Hubbard, and the hits in that break were Jalani Tavai, a rookie card of Damon Arnett, Raiders, Thaddeus Moss, rookie card, Washington, and a Jason Huntley, Detroit Lions, running back. So that one was probably better than my other ones. Okay. Just throw these bases out of the way. And with football, man, you just never know. You know, next year, one of those running backs, they could be a stud, and you just never know. So we'll just have to wait and see. Excuse me. All right, let's go. Let's do... Let's do this one. 93 Sp Ken Griffey Jr. 93 Sp, you guys know the prices on the boxes. They're super, super high. In my opinion, these cards, the Griffeys, maybe the Thomases, the Cal Ripkins, you know, the top-notch Hall of Famers from 93 Sp, I feel like these cards should be a little bit more valuable than what they are because the box prices are so expensive. I don't know if the prices of these cards will go up or not, but I had one of these cards. I'm trying to take the tape off right now, guys. I had one of these cards from childhood, and it wasn't exactly the nicest one out there, you know. It's fine, but it's not grade worthy, so I wanted to get a really nice copy of one. This one looks pretty decent, so that's cool. You know, I really do expect those cards to go up in value. Maybe not a whole lot, but they will. Just because 93 SP is so dang expensive. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this one right here. This is a good one. I really like this card. Topps Finest, Tom Brady. Let's see how it looks like that. Okay. I'm trying to mess with the light a little bit. This is a Topps Finest Refractor, Tom Brady. Still in his Patriots uniform, obviously. The top load is kind of scratched up, so it's kind of hard to show the prettiness of the card. And he put Scotch tape on the top, so it's kind of a bummer. But that's okay, because I'll pull it out and then I'll replace it with a new top loader. So, I mean, really a pretty refractor. Going over the condition of it, just from what I can tell, it looks fine. Its surface might have some issues, some flaws, but I can probably clean it off. I don't see any lines, printing lines, or anything major, so this will probably be going to the PSA to get graded. Might 9, it might 10. We'll have to just see how it goes. Either way, Tom Brady cards are just shooting up in value. I did get my hands on this before the Tom Brady craze. I mean, I didn't spend that much on the card. It was like $30. So, you know, I think the cards are probably selling for more like 40 or 50 already. The market's just going crazy right now. So, let's go to the next one. It's pretty interesting. You guys can probably tell what it is. That's an invoice. 93 Sp King Griffey Jr. I actually, not even that long ago, bought one of these, and I didn't even remember that I bought one. Just a PC card. Now I have two, so if I feel like it's really nice, I'll probably send it in to get graded. But I gotta feel like it's a 10. You know, I gotta look at the other one too, just to see what I think. If it looks really clean and really nice, and I think it has a good chance to get a 10, I will probably send it in. It is one of the insert cards, the die cut King Griffey Jr. It's borderline, man. Just by looking at it already, the bottom left corners are questionable, but the top of it, the die cut looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's. There's some stuff on it right there. Overall, it's definitely not bad. It would probably 9 if the surface was really good. So I'll consider it. But yeah, it's a 93 SP. You know, I really do feel like these cards are gonna go up in value quite a bit, just because the boxes are so expensive. I don't see how they can't. So those are cards that I did already have. I just wanted to get better versions of them. So that's what that is. On to the next one. Let's see, what do we get here? Oh, these ones. Okay, so we got some more Tom Brady's. Topps Chromes. This one's centered better than this one is. This one's way off. It's just a pretty cool Topps Chrome Tom Brady card. You know, this one might get sent out to get graded. The other one, this one's way too off-centered. I'll probably just give this one away to somebody. With the some of the other Bradys I might sell. So we got some Tom Brady Topps Chrome cards. You know, NFL, they don't make Topps Chrome anymore. Or Topps Chrome does not make NFL cards anymore. So, you know, it's to me, it's kind of cool. You know, this card right here is a card that I've been hunting down for a long time. I didn't want to spend the high dollar on the card that everybody wanted to sell them for. I could not find this card very cheap. It was always like somebody wanted to charge me an arm and a leg for this card. And I'm going to tell you something about this card. This card right here is not an easy pull. I've watched videos, box after box after box of people opening this product, 2013 Select, and they never come out. This Arenado rookie card is so rare. You might be lucky to get one in a case. I'm being honest with you guys. I mean, do a little bit of YouTube watching, 2013 Select, and let me know if you find a video of anybody pulling this one. You probably aren't going to find it, and I know that because I've watched lots of videos myself. I've opened up like 3 or 4 boxes of it looking for this card, and I was unsuccessful. I did get some really cool cards, but not this one. Arenado is a guy that I PC also, and it looks pretty clean to me. I mean, it could use a little wipe down. It's not perfect. It might be 9 worthy. On a card like this one right here, I don't know if I would actually SGC it or PSA it. I would probably PSA it, but I need to clean it. It's a little dirty, a little scuffed up a little bit. Some surface stuff going on there, but overall not bad. I think it has a chance to 10. We'll just have to see. But it is the first year for Select Baseball, 2013. It's just a really cool card. It's a rare card. It's not an easy card to pull, and I think the value of that one will be a much more valuable card down the road. Even though it is not licensed, it is a Panini baseball, so the card isn't licensed by MLB. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys can see there's no Colorado. It will say like Colorado baseball team, Colorado baseball club, so it won't have any like team stuff, but it is licensed by the Players Association, so they can have the names. So they just, what Panini does is they just airbrush the teams off the jerseys and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't like it, and they don't spend as much money on Panini cards that are baseball, and for good reason. But I like them, so that doesn't bother me too much. So, anyways, let's go on to these bad boys. I got 2 Topps traded King Griffey Jr. SGC 9.5s. This one right here, I think on the right, is centered better than this one. This one, the chunk's real fat. So this will be a PC card right here. And this one, I'm going to actually crack. And it's going to go to PSA to see if I can get a 10 out of it. I think, judging by the card, I think it has a decent shot. The back has a little bit of edge stuff, so it might not. But I'm going to test it out and see what PSA thinks. See if PSA wants to give it a 10. Just for fun, when I do my PSA order, test it out and see how it goes. This other one, the edges look even worse. I'm surprised this actually got a 9.5. The card looks awful. The edges look terrible to me. So, whatever, I guess. But they are in a 9.5 case, so, do the cards move around in there? No, not really. Alright. Yeah, these backs, I mean, the black borders are tough, man. It's hard to have those mint. Next card. Let's see what you guys can see, what you guys think that is. Can you tell what it was? Well, I'm going to show it off a little bit better. This is a card that I didn't have. It's one that I've been wanting for a long time, probably since I was a kid. Elite Dominator King Griffey Jr. It looks centered pretty well. This is one of the original, the Elites, Elite Dominator. One of the very first serial number cards, to my knowledge. This is from 1993. Number to 5,000. It looks clean, man. This will be going to SGC. So, PC card all the way. Hey, what's up?
Are you doing a video?
Yeah.
I want to leave you.
Okay. I'm almost done.
Come on, doggy. Come on. Sorry.
It's okay.
Come on, Dad.
And the last card right here. It's an SGC Upper Deck. Ken Griffey Jr. Got a 9. If you look at the centering of this card, let's see if I can get this little crazy little dot to go away. Oh man, let's see. Let's see. There we go. That's a very, very well centered Ken Griffey Jr. 1989 Upper Deck rookie card. I mean, that thing is centered very, very well. I don't know where the card's flawed at, and might just need a little wipe down. I don't know what's wrong with it. It looks like the surface does have a couple of scratches, so it's hard to tell. It would be something where I feel like this might get a PSA 10, possibly. If it had something wrong with the surface where there's like a fingerprint or something I could wipe off, I don't know. But the centering looks really good. The back centering does not look that good. And the hologram is pretty full. It's not centered perfectly, but these things don't even really affect the grade that much, if any. I've seen so many 10s with crazy looking holograms, it doesn't even matter, or even missing holograms. The centering on the back is not perfect. It's low here. Left to right looks good, and the top looks good, but it just needs to be scooted up a little bit. But man, I mean, for just eye appeal, I mean, that card looks clean, man. The reason I bought this one is because I sold my SGC 9.5, and all this stuff right here, yeah, all of it. That paid for everything else. So I went down a half grade for this card, and then I got all these cards, every single one of these cards, with the money that I sold from the SGC 9.5. So I got this Dominator, these cool Gronkowski, the Herbert, these Flairs, the Statistical Standout, the Arenado rookie cards. I mean, so I didn't have to spend any of my own money to get any of these cards. But I did lose a 9.5 Upper Deck SGC, so I actually like this one better than the 9.5. I should have brought it out in the video because I haven't shipped it out yet. I just got back from Mexico today, so anyways, that is gonna do it for the video, guys. Truly appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, let me know what your favorite card in the video was. I'm really curious to know. I know it was kind of a long video, 41 minutes. Thanks for sticking out with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Stay safe, be humble, be nice to each other. Have fun with the hobby. That's what I do. I go back to my roots. If I'm feeling kind of funny about the hobby and I'm not really into it very much, this is like the perfect card for me to pick up. Something that gets me excited about, doing this stuff. So, it is what it is. That's how I enjoy it. So, remember to be a collector and an investor. Don't just collect. Just don't be all about the money. Have fun with the hobby. Enjoy the cards. Buy what you like. Whatever it is. It could be Pokemon or hockey or whatever it is. I mean, whatever you're into. There's stuff out there for everything. Different size stuff. It's a really cool hobby to be into, and a lot of good people that are in it. And there's also a lot of guys out there just trying to rip people off, so you have to be real careful. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of videos that talk about a lot of different things. If you ever have any questions, if you're new, reach out to me, reach out to somebody else, ask questions. Somebody will help you out. It's a really complicated hobby. Some of this stuff is like very confusing. I mean, even myself, I mean, what do you call these? There's a correct term. This is like a red wave, I guess you'd call it. But on the back, they both say Prism. Obviously, they're different players, but if they were the same players, this one would be worth more than this one. Because this isn't like the most sought after. It's the most popular because people like this color better. Yeah, sometimes stuff like this, when it's red and it matches team colors, it can hold some value too. But more people are more interested in this or the silver version. Stuff like that. If you're brand new, you might not know about that kind of stuff, and you might be a little lost. So it's always okay to ask questions, to somebody that's been around a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna end it. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great night, okay? Peace.